This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of Obi-Wan Kenobi Part 4. There is going to be spoilers for this episode, so if you have not watched this yet, please don't watch my video yet. I don't want to spoil this really crazy episode to you. Obi-Wan Kenobi is brought off of Mapuzo by Tala, Ned, and the rest of the members of the Jedi Path, and he is brought to a bacta tank to heal, because he is traumatized by the events that just happened to him and what he's seen Anakin has become. Meanwhile, in Nur, Reva begins to interrogate Leia, and Leia denies that she knows anything about the Jedi Path, but Reva sees through this lie and continues to interrogate her. Obi-Wan goes to the leaders of the Jedi Path, and initially they do not want to help him, but Tala volunteers to help Obi-Wan, and they find this acceptable and begin to go over the plans of the Fortress Inquisitorius to plan their attack. Obi-Wan and Tala begin to enter the atmosphere of Nur so they can go and infiltrate the base and split off into two teams, with Tala going to infiltrate the base so she can help Obi-Wan get through, but she is stopped temporarily by the security. Although she is able to bluff her way through, she is definitely aware that she'll probably be compromised as she goes to a station so she can help Obi-Wan get into the base, since Obi-Wan knows that he cannot go through the front door, so he is sneaking in underwater and easily is able to infiltrate the base with her help. Meanwhile, Reva is getting furious with Leia and tries to use the Force Mind Probe, trying to go into her mind, but realizes that Leia has a strong will and she cannot get in. Lola tries to attack Reva, but Reva easily takes the droid and tells Leia that she used to have a droid like this, but it was taken from her. And she goes and begins to mess with Lola. Tala is questioned by an Imperial who knows that she shouldn't be there, and Tala is able to quickly take this guy out, but in the time that she took, Obi-Wan is nearly spotted by a droid and is forced to be a lot more stealthy since he is not being helped with her guiding him, and she nearly alerts stormtroopers to his presence when she gets back by trying to contact him, but Obi-Wan is able to use the Force to distract them and make them move away from him. Obi-Wan continues on and is horrified to learn that the bodies of the dead Jedi have been put on display throughout the fortress as he looks upon many, including one that looks to be the body of Master Terrace Nube, and sees more, including one of a youngling, which deeply messes with Obi-Wan. But at the same time, Reva prepares to torture Leia, and she is screaming for her to stop and for someone to help her, and Obi-Wan overhears her and asks Tala to create a distraction so he can go and rescue Leia. And Tala distracts Reva by telling her that the Jedi path is on Florum, and her investigation has led to that since she was on the planet of Mapuzo, which Obi-Wan was recently seen on, and Reva is beginning to question her, while Obi-Wan goes and begins to take out the stormtroopers that have been left to guard Leia, and Obi-Wan is able to rescue Leia, with her being relieved to see him and relieved that he is not dead. Reva figures out that Tala is most likely a spy and wants to have this confirmed, but at the same time, Obi-Wan and Leia are spotted and an alarm goes off, so she tells the troopers to take her in as she goes to capture Obi-Wan. She does manage to escape, and meet up with Obi-Wan and Leia, and Obi-Wan has managed to take out most of the stormtroopers coming after him for the moment, but one of the shots hit one of the windows and it begins to crack. Obi-Wan holds it as he lets Tala and Leia escape, and once the stormtroopers begin to come through, he releases it, breaking the other windows, and Tala closes a door that Obi-Wan jumps through just in time as the other troopers that were following him drown. Reva confronts Obi-Wan, Tala, and Leia with a legion of troopers, and they see there is almost no way out when members of the Jedi Path open fire and take out most of the troopers. And although Reva is able to survive the attack, Obi-Wan, Leia, and Tala are given the opportunity to make it for the ship, and they are able to escape on one of the Jedi Path's starfighters, but the other one is taken out by Reva throwing an explosive at it, and she watches in anger as Obi-Wan Kenobi once again escapes. Vader is furious at Reva and tells her that she has failed for the last time and prepares to kill her, but Reva is able to reveal that she has left a tracking device on the ship, and Vader tells her this is her last chance. As we see how the death of one of their allies has affected the members of the Jedi Path, and Obi-Wan is definitely feeling guilty as he tries to comfort Leia, who has definitely been scared by all of this, as it is revealed that Reva has corrupted Lola, and that is the tracking device she has placed with them. And yeah, personally, I've been loving this show, although I do get some have not been loving it. I think they've done a really good job so far with it, and it has been really interesting to see. I really love Obi-Wan as a character. I think they've been doing a great job. Personally, I have not been too annoyed with Reva. I think that she's okay as a character, and I know that a lot of people don't like her, but I think she's fine. Maybe a little too over the top, but I think that overall she's fine. I think it was also extremely cool to see and extremely creepy to watch as Obi-Wan looked at the dead bodies of so many different Jedi. It was extremely creepy to see the youngling, and extremely tragic to see that. I'm guessing it is Terrace Nube, although it could be someone else. I am guessing it was him, since it looked really similar. Yeah, it's really sad to see that he has died, since he was just a really great Jedi Master and mentor. Although his episode isn't my favorite of the Clone Wars, I think that it is still really sad to see that such a nice old person like him was killed and wasn't able to escape it like so many other Jedi were. Although he may have escaped and eventually have been found and killed. Yeah, that is really sad for him. And I'm wondering why all these bodies are on display because, yeah, that was a really cool but creepy moment. Also, it's kind of funny how weak the glass is in the Fortress Inquisitorius, since both times we've seen it, there has been a flood in there. And I think that the Empire definitely need to get better glass makers, because that's one of their main fortresses and where some of their elites go, so this shouldn't be so poorly designed with the glass could be taken out by a single blaster shot. And I'm sure they could have made it stronger, but that's more of a comedic anything than anything that it's just funny that it's been destroyed so many times. Oh, I mean, not so many, it's been two, but we've only seen the place twice. Yeah, I think that it is really cool. I think them infiltrating it did make sense, because I'm guessing that they definitely would have increased security. Although I think one really cool thing this episode could have had is a cameo from Cal Kestis. And Meaning that he should have been involved with the rescue. But it could have been cool to see if he was involved with the Jedi path. And they could have referred to Obi-Wan to him, so he could have got advice on how to infiltrate the fortress, since Cal has already done it. And I'm guessing that security obviously was increased after that, but Obi-Wan had someone on the inside guiding him in, and that was really interesting. I mean, it was also a nice kind of callback to Clone Wars, where in the Jedi library, the changeling, I don't remember her name, but she was letting Cad Bane know how to get in and was also eventually caught, but she didn't get the chance to escape and was just taken into custody by Ahsoka. I think that was also a nice callback. There was nice little references to the Clone Wars. I really enjoyed that. Although I'm not sure if anyone else caught on to that. It might have been something I saw. I also think that it was just really good to see all this stuff happening. I love how Vader is no nonsense and basically gave her one last chance since she at least did something smart to be able to keep her alive, because I had a feeling she wasn't going to die in this episode, although it's likely she's going to die by the end of the season. And with that, I think that it was still really good. I really did enjoy this episode. I think they did a great job. But I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.